Scorpios are interesting in the sense that, for one, the North Node in Aries means it's like Scorpios have sort of, I think, always been the martyr. So Saturn in Pisces is saying it's time for Scorpios to get what their heart wants. Scorpios are actually very loving in the sense that they would usually sacrifice their heart for other people, and they assumed that they would get their turn, and they never did. Like it was like they ended up cheated out of it the last minute, or being stolen from, or crossing a boundary. And so in this year, it seems like it's time to go for their heart. And it's also time to no longer be the slave. I think let themselves be the slave at work. They've really, that's the North Node in their sixth house, and move away from this karmic story that the world's out to get them. I think the world was out to get them, but I think that was the old era. In fairness, you were right, but that's over now. Like, this is the new age. And we also need enlightened Scorpios to like be the guardians of the new future. Like, there are new hazards we need to look out for, like AI and other things. So it's like Scorpios have to move away from the old battle and look at like the new scene of where we need police work. So my resolution for Scorpio is let my dreams come true. And I say let because you're the one that would prevent it from happening, because you would doubt it, and give myself what I give others. Those are resolutions, I think, for Scorpios. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I like that. I have maintain your independence and focus on resources. I saw like a scorpion, and it's like, you think about a scorpion maybe lives under like one rock, right? But I think it's also time for you to hunt, just like Leo. I think it's time for you to maybe go explore other rocks, like see what else is out there, find new bugs to eat, stuff like that. So I feel that there's like this opportunity for Scorpio to, you're only, staying where you are, you're only going to get those resources right there. It's like whatever you do, Scorpio, in your life, I just see all these like other spots in my head where you can go over here, you can skitter over here, get something from over here, go over here, get something from over here. So it's almost like you're built, you have the opportunity to build these resources, which could be like skills, talents, money, could be anything.
Yeah. And I also feel, Jupiter and Uranus are in their house of relationships. I think, again, Scorpios have issues with self-love. So they've had a lot of relationships that are based on them not loving themselves. And so they attracted people who didn't love them the way they wanted to be loved. But with Jupiter and Uranus the seventh, it's like Scorpions might find themselves dating birds now, like maybe out of the whole insect realm. Like
Yeah.
and if there's one like insect that could like make love to a cat, it'd be a Scorpio. Like they know how to they can get any creature into bed. So it's like, I think when you speak about like out of your comfort zone, I think a lot of it is relationships. I think Scorpios have tend to avoid certain types because they don't want the headache. And so they prejudge and they go, I don't want to deal with that person. I want to deal with that person. When really there might be a golden opportunity there if you're just willing to be a little more flexible with your own personal boundaries, I think.
I've been telling everyone to give people like 3 dates. I'm like, you're not going to fall in love in the first date, the second date. It's going to happen on the third date. So, if you meet a person who's decent enough, like I don't know if anyone is out here running around on these streets, but it's like a war zone. So I tell everybody, I'm like 3 dates if they're nice enough and see how it goes.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think it's especially for Scorpio too. And don't sleep with them until the fourth date.
Yeah, fourth date. There you go. And don't talk about astrology until the fourth date either. You don't want don't drop the astrology, ask them their sign, or don't call their mother, ask them for the birth time. Wait until the fourth date.
Yeah, exactly. I think they're really good with covert operation like that, and information. Like they're good. A lot of times their questions are loaded. Like they seem innocent, but they're drawing out intelligence there. They're gathering intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's